You might think of creatine as just a fitness supplement, but it has other benefits. Creatine enhances physical performance, like weightlifting and sprinting. Over the past decade, an increasing body of research has started to shed light on a lesser-known aspect of creatine supplementation, its potential cognitive and mental health benefits. This video explores the scientific evidence surrounding creatine's effects on the brain. We'll also explain how this popular supplement may contribute to mental well-being and brain health. Understanding creatine. What it is, creatine is a naturally occurring compound found primarily in muscle cells. So you can find creatine naturally in meat, such as chicken and beef. It is synthesized from 3 amino acids, arginine, glycine, and methionine. About 95% of the body's creatine is stored in muscles, with the remaining 5% found in the brain, liver, kidneys, and testes. The body can produce creatine by itself, but it can also be obtained through dietary sources, such as meat and fish, or through supplements. In the body, creatine is converted into creatine phosphate, which plays an important role in the production of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the primary energy carrier in cells. During high-intensity activities, ATP is quickly consumed, and creatine phosphate helps to replenish ATP levels, which supports physical endurance. While creatine's role in muscle energy metabolism is known, its function in the brain is less understood but equally important. The brain, like muscles, requires a significant amount of energy, especially during times of cognitive stress or intense mental activity. This is where creatine's potential cognitive benefits come into play. Creatine's role in brain energy metabolism. The brain is an energy-intensive organ, consuming about 20% of the body's total energy, despite accounting for only 2% of body weight. Neurons are the primary cells in the brain. They rely on ATP to maintain their function, including neurotransmission, ion balance, and synaptic plasticity. During periods of high cognitive demand, ATP consumption in the brain increases, leading to the need for efficient energy production mechanisms. Creatine supplementation can enhance the brain's energy metabolism by increasing the availability of creatine phosphate, which then helps to maintain ATP levels during cognitive tasks. This enhanced energy availability may support better cognitive performance, especially in tasks that require sustained attention, executive function, and memory. Research on creatine and cognitive enhancement. Several studies have explored the effects of creatine supplementation on cognitive function with promising results. A 2022 study in Nutrition Reviews found increased memory and general intelligence in adults between the ages of 66 and 76 who consumed creatine. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, participants were given 5 grams of creatine daily for 6 weeks. The study measured cognitive performance using various tests, including the Raven's Progressive Matrices, a test of fluid intelligence, and random number generation, a test of working memory. The results showed that creatine supplementation led to significant improvements in both tests, suggesting that creatine may enhance cognitive function by supporting brain energy metabolism. A 2007 study expanded on these findings by investigating the effects of creatine on cognitive performance under conditions of sleep deprivation. The study included 19 male and female participants who were subjected to 24 hours of sleep deprivation. Half of the participants received creatine supplementation, 5 grams daily, while the other half received a placebo. The results showed that creatine supplementation significantly improved cognitive performance on tasks involving working memory and reaction time compared to the placebo group. This suggests that creatine may be particularly beneficial in situations where cognitive function is impaired due to fatigue or sleep deprivation. Creatine and age-related cognitive decline. As we age, cognitive function naturally declines. Also, the risk of neurodegenerative diseases, such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, increases in older adults. There is growing interest in the potential of creatine to mitigate age-related cognitive decline and support brain health in older adults. A study published in 2013 investigated the effects of creatine supplementation on cognitive function in elderly adults. The double-blind, placebo-controlled study involved 32 participants aged 60 and above, who were randomly assigned to receive either creatine supplementation, 5 grams daily, or a placebo for 6 weeks. The study assessed cognitive performance using a series of neuropsychological tests, including the Mini Mental State Examination, MMSE, and the Ray Auditory Verbal Learning Test, RAVLT. The results showed that creatine supplementation led to significant improvements in tasks involving verbal memory and recall. This suggests that creatine may help to preserve cognitive function in older adults. The researchers hypothesized that the neuroprotective effects of creatine might be due to its ability to enhance brain energy metabolism and protect neurons from oxidative stress, which is implicated in age-related cognitive decline. Creatine's role in neurotransmitter regulation. In addition to its role in energy metabolism, creatine may also influence mental health by modulating the production and function of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that transmit signals between neurons. Several neurotransmitters, including serotonin, dopamine, and glutamate, play important roles in mood regulation, motivation, and stress response. Research suggests that creatine may affect neurotransmitter systems by altering the availability of ATP, which is required for the synthesis and release of neurotransmitters. For example, ATP is involved in the conversion of tryptophan to serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood and is often associated with depression. By supporting ATP production, creatine supplementation may enhance serotonin synthesis, potentially leading to improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression. Creatine and depression. Depression is a common mental health condition that affects millions of people worldwide. While antidepressant medications are the standard treatment for depression, they are not effective for all individuals. Also, there is a growing interest in alternative therapies, including dietary supplements like creatine. Several studies have investigated the potential antidepressant effects of creatine. A 2012 study in the American Journal of Psychiatry examined the effects of creatine supplementation in women with major depressive disorder, MDD, who were already receiving antidepressant treatment. The double-blind, placebo-controlled study involved 52 women who were randomly assigned to receive either creatine, 5 grams daily, or a placebo for 8 weeks. The researchers used the Hamilton Depression Rating Scale, HDRS, to assess the severity of depressive symptoms. The results showed that women who received creatine supplementation experienced a significantly greater reduction in HDRS scores compared to the placebo group. This suggests that creatine may enhance the effectiveness of antidepressant treatment. The researchers hypothesized that creatine's effects might be due to its ability to improve brain energy metabolism and support neurotransmitter function. Finally, a 2017 meta-analysis reviewed the evidence on creatine supplementation as an adjunctive treatment for depression. The analysis included 6 randomized controlled trials involving a total of 281 participants. The results indicated that creatine supplementation was associated with a significant reduction in depressive symptoms, especially in people with treatment-resistant depression. The authors concluded that creatine holds promise as a potential adjunctive therapy for depression, although further research is needed to fully understand its mechanisms of action. Creatine and anxiety. While the research on creatine and anxiety is less extensive than that on depression, there is some evidence to suggest that creatine may also have anxiety-reducing effects. Anxiety disorders are characterized by excessive worry and fear, which can interfere with daily life. Another investigated the effects of creatine supplementation on anxiety-like behaviors in an animal model. The study involved mice that were subjected to chronic stress, a condition that induces anxiety-like behaviors. The mice were divided into 2 groups. One group received creatine supplementation, while the other group received a placebo. The researchers measured anxiety-like behaviors using the elevated plus maze and open field tests. The results showed that creatine supplementation significantly reduced anxiety-like behaviors in the mice compared to the placebo group. The researchers suggested that creatine's calming effects might be related to its ability to modulate brain energy metabolism and neurotransmitter systems. While these findings are promising, More research is needed to determine whether creatine supplementation can effectively reduce anxiety in humans, especially for people with anxiety disorders. Safety and dosage considerations. Interested in trying creatine for its mental health benefits? Creatine is considered safe for most people when taken at recommended doses. The most common dosage for cognitive and mental health benefits is 3 to 5 grams per day, which has been used in numerous studies without adverse effects. However, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider before starting creatine if you have pre-existing medical conditions or are taking medications that might interfere with the supplement. Potential side effects. While creatine is well tolerated by most, some people may experience side effects at higher doses. Common side effects include gastrointestinal discomfort, such as bloating, cramping, and diarrhea. These side effects can often be minimized by taking creatine with food and dividing the daily dose into smaller portions. There is also some concern that long-term creatine use may affect kidney function, especially for those with pre-existing kidney conditions. However, most research suggests that creatine is safe for healthy individuals, even with long-term use. A study by Portmans and Franco reviewed the evidence on creatine and kidney function and found that there's no significant risk of kidney damage from creatine supplementation in healthy individuals. Special considerations for vegetarians and vegans. Vegetarians and vegans may have lower baseline levels of creatine since they don't consume meat or fish, which are primary sources of creatine. Research suggests that creatine supplementation may have particularly pronounced cognitive and physical benefits in vegetarians and vegans, as it helps to replenish their creatine stores. A systematic review found that vegetarians experienced greater improvements in cognitive performance with creatine supplementation compared to omnivores, likely due to their lower baseline levels. Creatine is not just a supplement for bodybuilders. It can also improve cognitive function and mental health. The research to date suggests that creatine supplementation may support brain energy metabolism, enhance cognitive performance, and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. While more research is needed, creatine offers a promising path for supporting mental health. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. To watch more informative health videos, subscribe to Lucas Health. Thanks for watching.